Hi, it's April 11th, 2013, and we're here to talk about the divide between the Christian and Muslim world. On August 30th, 1997, Lady Di and her boyfriend Dodi died in a car crash. And I think historians will be looking at that as the slow creep and beginning of World War III. How can I say that World War III started at the end of August of 1997 when in 2013 there is no World War? I'm not so sure there is no World War. I'm pretty convinced that the wars that have happened in the Middle East, Afghanistan, then Iraq, and now Pakistan, and then throw in some Libya, all the turmoil in the Middle East now going on in Syria, anything having to do with the Muslim-Christian divide is getting worse. In 2013, it's worse. I'm standing in Gwangju, South Korea, and we are now being bombarded with news about how awful Kim Jong-un is in North Korea. Oh, is he so awful? His country starves from no rice. They used to receive 40 million tons of rice every year from South Korea. It was rice that came from the United States by a trade agreement, and then it was given to North Korea because, of course, South Korea grows enough of its own rice. Now the rice stays here, and this hurts the rice farmers in South Korea because the price of rice went from 50,000 won to 40,000 won for your typical 80 kilo bag of rice. So while the farmers get hurt and the North Koreans starve, the North Korean government knows only one thing to do. Try to do things that make it so that it is possible to negotiate ending the problem by getting more rice. So if we negotiate, we won't test any more missiles, we won't aim missiles at Hawaii, then they will get more rice, or they hope they'll get more rice. It's the fact that the rice isn't being sent is what started this problem. So you add that problem in Northeast Asia to the problem of the Christian-Muslim divide, and you have a creeping world war. Every empire where the money concentrates at the top dies. This goes all the way back to any Ottoman Empire, Greek Empire, Roman Empire, British Empire, Spanish Empire, for a while Portuguese Empire, the Netherlands had an empire. When the money concentrates at the top, the empires end. Now the British Empire unraveled in a rather peaceful way, and it all worked out in the end. But other empires crash in a very heavy way. And the US hold on the world economy started to fall apart when the 2008 crisis brought to light how corrupt the government is in bailing out the big banks while also sending many jobs overseas. So you can get a tax credit as a corporation in the United States if you move your jobs overseas. Honestly, what type of government will give a corporation tax credit for causing their own people to lose jobs? It makes no sense. So if you couple this economic demise that's creeping into the United States with the fact that the US has intervened militarily 88 times since World War II, 88 times since World War II, and the fact that the United States always believes a big war can pull us out of economic problems like it did in the 1940s to end the so-called depression of the 1930s. If the U.S. still believes such a thing, the chance for a major war is really, it's truly coming now. And if the U.S. is to lose economically, that's one thing, and the empire crumbles economically. Okay, it's possible. But if the U.S. is to lose a war, then this could be a very large war. And the disturbing fact is that there are not enough peace movement people, there are not enough environmental movement people. The Occupy movement has come and pretty much gone. The tiny little democracy now, Amy Goodmans of the world, and the Noam Chomsky's or Ralph Nader's or Howard Zinn, who has passed away, of the world, are not enough to battle and actually win against the people who would gobble up the world for their own greedy needs.
There'll be more on this later, but right now I'm just a little disturbed because I'm standing in Korea, and the U.S. media portrays this as a next potential war place, whereas in Korea it's a spring day, and life is completely, yeah, it's a normal spring day. Life is completely normal here, unlike what the news may be telling you back home. I'll get with you again in another week or so if I can secure the services of excellent cameraman Park Hang-gil. So we will talk to you again soon. See ya. Thank you.